All right. Are we on? Okay. Good afternoon, team.
Yeah, you did.
So if everyone would just kindly introduce themselves, I'm Ms. Coleman. I am the school social worker, and I will be chairing today's meeting.
Hi, my name is Samantha Haas. I'm the school counselor and normally the SAT chairperson.
Hello, Katrina Walker, second grade teacher.
And we're just waiting for one of our other persons who left out and came back. And Miss Yancey, you want to say hello? Miss Yancey is the parent for Marquise Yancey, and she's gonna be available by phone today. So when last we met, we had a meeting for Marquise on his initial meeting was on October 16th, 2000.
No, that was his
second review. Okay.
Yeah, his first review.
On October the 16th, 2012, and at that time, I believe I took these notes.
How did you yesterday?
The teacher reports that Marquise was doing reading 200, worked with reading comprehension, and the data was good. 2 checkouts. He was doing reading 1 sentence and also reads 1 sentence. So he passed his checkouts with less errors. He was actually doing better. They were going to be beginning lesson 52. Actually, Ms. Walker said for you he was on grade level, and you were going to be moving to Miss Kelly. Is that correct?
For math.
For math. Okay.
And he has Miss Kelly for math, correct?
He has Miss Kelly.
I just saw Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly, this is Marquise. Can you come say a couple words for us? Sure. All right.
So
his mom, we have Miss Kelly here, his math teacher. She's just going to let us know how he's doing academically. And we know that Marquise had SST because he was retained last year. So we're checking up to see how he's doing. So he just got placed in the grade level math. So Miss Kelly, will you let us know how he's doing?
Test-wise, anytime he takes a test, he's doing excellent. The only thing I'm having a problem with right now is having him complete all of his work in class. He's been falling behind getting it done. I actually just sent a bunch of it home today for him to finish up. But on all the tests and everything, he's been getting an A on it.
Great, so he's been passing his checkouts. So he's not completing his work. Is it because he doesn't have enough time?
I just think he's a little slower completing it. He can do it fine. He's just slower doing it, and he doesn't have enough class time to do it.
And so it got sent home. So Mom, did you hear that? It got sent home. So if you can make sure he completes that, then he can get the grades for it, right? Okay, excellent.
All right. So at last when we talked, that was the follow-up that Ms. Walker said is on grade level. Thank you, Ms. Kelly, for dropping in. And so this is the review of the last review meeting that we had on October the 16th. So at that meeting, we agreed that Marquise will go to the library with Ms. Haas once a week to check out books. These were his academic interventions. You all can have a seat. If you want to be on video, you can.
So Miss Ritchie, the reason we invited Miss Walker is because Marquise was just switching Miss Walker's class. However, he was in reading with Miss Ritchie, so that's why I invited Miss Walker. And I'm sorry, this has happened before because it always feels like he's switching, so I never know who to invite. So he's now in Miss Walker's class. The move was from up to a higher level or to a lower level?
He went from Walker to Kelly for math, and then you for reading, right?
Yes.
And both of them are moves ups, meaning that he's doing better, or he did worse in reading.
No, he was reading. He pretty much picked up where he was. He was at lesson, I think, 70 in reading at 71, and then Ms. Walker was picking up from there.
So your class was a higher class or a lower class?
What originally happened was I had the lower second grade. Miss Ritchie had the middle second grade. So that's why Marquise moved over to Miss Ritchie. Miss Ritchie's higher group in reading is now moving into the second grade program, and that's whole group.
Okay.
So therefore, there was a large number of students that moved back to me so that she can teach that whole group reading.
So is your class?
So he's right where he hasn't. He hasn't fallen back. He hasn't
fallen
fallen
back. You hear
back.
that, Mom?
He's staying right where he is. It's just that now I'm taking over that piece because she's going to do the second grade program.
But Marquise is going to stay with you. With you, he's back
right where he is.
Right.
And how's he? You've only had him for 2 days, right? How's he doing so far?
And so far, so good. He seems to be able to decode words, sounds. He's reading very fluently.
So,
Just for the record, Miss Rich, you want to introduce yourself and what you teach
Oh,
Marquise
hi.
and for Mom who's on
Okay,
the
hi,
phone.
my name's Christy Ritchie and I teach second grade. I've had him for reading since August and he's pretty fluent. He catches on quick and his grades are really, really good. He doesn't get usually less than 85% on his workbook. I think maybe one was pretty low, like maybe 80, but he usually gets really 100s.
Wow,
He does really
that's
well.
good.
And
So would we all agree that this retention last year has really
I
helped?
de-
has helped
definitely,
Marquise?
definitely.
Mom,
has
what do
helped
you
Marquise.
think? Do you see some growth with Marquise by him being retained from last year?
Yeah, I honestly do.
Great.
It's a lot better than
Yeah.
when you were
I think he's just meeting with success a lot more, and he's getting compliments, and he's seeing himself do well, and just overall, I know last year he would get so frustrated and down on himself, so this year he's able to actually be successful, and he sees that, and he's like, you know, he's working for it. So I'm really glad with how Marquise is doing.
Mom, we do also have one other player that's sitting at the table. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Miss Webb, and I'm the wellness coordinator here. I started here in September.
And so she's been a part of the meeting as well. So overall, this is the review of the review from last time. It sounds like Marquise is making good progress. Do you have any concerns?
No.
Okay. Well, like I said, what are the strategies? There were 2 problem areas, and we were targeting in reading. Marquise was to go to the library. This was his incentive for him doing better in reading, and to meet with Ms. Haas one time a week and check out books. Has that been happening?
Yeah, Marquise in the beginning never brought his book back, and wasn't able to bring any other books back. He kept saying it was at his grandma's house.
You hear that, Mom?
Yeah. And so the librarian or the person who works in the library is super, super strict.
Okay.
If you didn't bring it. The Miss Turner, who works in the library, is really strict. If you lose a book, then she doesn't want you to take other books out. So I could maybe work on something for.
Well, did he find his book bag, Mom?
No.
Okay. So we'll see what we can work out for that. Can you double check with Ms.
Yeah.
Turner to see what else we can do because the book, if it's gone,
Right.
what else we can do. The other objective was by practicing reading level appropriate books that Marquise will get extra praise. So that has certainly been happening at school, and it sounds like it's happening at home. For math, Marquise will see Ms. Fleet for math interventions 2 to 3 times a week. Is that happening?
That was to
That's-
push him up to grade level.
And he's
Right,
done
and
that.
He did that, completed that well, and so
And-
he's in grade level.
Great level.
He's been in grade level for a while.
So it sounds like Marquise is doing pretty good right now. Do we want to, what does the team think? Do we need to consider keeping him on, tracking him again in another 5 to 8 weeks, or pretty much leaving it up to the classroom
I say
teacher?
dismiss him. I think he's doing really great. I feel like informally I check on him sometimes and I see him and stuff like that. I really feel like he's a success story. The reason we put him in SST this year anyway was because he was retained. We wanted to follow up with him, make sure he was doing good, make sure that this year was successful for him, and I think it has proven to be so. So, I mean, we can informally check up on him, and then this could be his last official meeting, or, I mean, everyone can put their input in on what they think should happen, but that's my suggestion.
Mom, what do you think? Do you think he still needs the student support team? Do you think he still needs student support team services to help him with any thing? The teachers will still monitor him. And we'll certainly, he's in our school, so you know we're going to always look out for Marquise. But as far as academically, he's on grade level now and he's making progress in math, and in reading he is
Working towards grade level.
working towards grade level along with the rest of the peers in his class. So we're talking about,
As long as he can continue to get the help that he needs, then I guess you all can dismiss it.
okay, now one of the things about the student support team is you can certainly come back, the teacher can come back. If there's a problem in the future and you feel like Marquise is slipping and maybe not doing as well as you would like, you can talk with talk with the teacher or request another student support team meeting. We still have his file and we can still continue to work with him. Okay? All right, thank you, team.
Thank you, Mom.
Thanks,
They're
Mom.
being available.
I'll call you back, Mom, okay, regarding the other issue.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, team. Thank you. I just want to say that the noise, this is the best place we could get in terms of noise, so thanks, everybody.
Mr. Watson.
Wait, you're not done yet. Oh, wait, you?
Okay.
So now, I'm not confused. I want to make sure. Do you have Damien?